All right, today we're going deep underground. We're exploring a world that's pulsing with this quiet, ancient life, and honestly, it might just change how you see the entire planet. So let's just start with a really big question. What if the Earth itself had a nervous system? A living network that connects all life, carrying information and maybe even memory through the soil right beneath our feet. Because here's the thing, that's exactly what our source material is talking about. And this isn't science fiction. It's a description of a very real and pretty mysterious biological phenomenon. This idea of a planetary nervous system, that's the framework for everything we're about to get into. So yeah, we're basically peeling back the surface of the Earth to look at this hidden world, a realm of quiet intelligence that has been running for eons, totally out of sight. Now, this is really important to understand. When we talk about mycelium, we are not just talking about the mushrooms you see on the forest floor. Nope. We are talking about something so much more profound, a biological internet, a living techno-organic matrix that connects pretty much everything. In fact, scientists have a nickname for this network that just perfectly captures what it does. They call it the Wood Wide Web. It's basically Earth's original information superhighway. Okay, so what is it exactly? Mycelium is the root structure of fungi, but it's really more like this incredibly intricate lattice. The source describes these strands as static soft threads, which is such a cool phrase, right? They're delicate, but they're also super resilient, and they can stretch for miles and miles, connecting entire ecosystems. This comparison here just makes it crystal clear. I mean, look at this. Where we have fiber optic cables, the Wood Wide Web has these fungal threads. Instead of digital data, it's zipping nutrients and chemical signals back and forth. And its purpose isn't just communication. It's the active support and management of an entire ecosystem. It is an almost perfect natural parallel to our own internet. But here's where it gets really mind-bending. This network does way more than just move resources around. It actually seems to process information. You could even say it thinks. Not with a central brain like we do, but in a way that's completely spread out, totally distributed. And this is where it gets so fascinating. This constant, silent dialogue that's happening creates a kind of collective awareness. You can think of it like a shared consciousness for the whole forest, this neural-like web where every single plant is a node, and they're all bound together. So how does this actually work in the real world? Okay, picture this. A tree gets attacked by some pests. It immediately floods the soil with chemical distress signals, basically an SOS. The mycelium network picks the signal up and relays it instantly like a biological alarm system. So before the pest can even move on, all the neighboring plants have already gotten the warning and are ramping up their own chemical defenses. It's incredible. And it is so much more than just a warning system. This network is an active ecosystem manager. It intelligently moves nutrients from healthier plants to support weaker ones that are struggling. It's the forest's entire recycling system, breaking down dead organic matter. And get this, it's a massive carbon sink, playing an absolutely crucial role in regulating our planet's climate. The official scientific term for this is distributed cognition. Basically, the intelligence isn't in one spot. It emerges from the countless interactions of the entire system. And to prove this isn't just some fancy metaphor, scientists have run experiments that show mycelium can actually problem solve. It can figure out the most efficient route through simple mazes to get to a food source. How cool is that? Okay, so this leads us to a really powerful shift in how we look at all this. What if we stop thinking about this as just nature and start seeing it as a form of ancient, highly sophisticated technology? For a second, just imagine the soil beneath your feet as a planetary motherboard, the fundamental circuit board for all of life's complex operations. And if the soil is the motherboard, then the mycelium is the living circuitry. It's the network of pulsing, humming wires that connects every single component and powers the whole system. Our source material describes its growth patterns in this really amazing way, not as random, but as glitch poetic formations. It's like a living algorithm that's constantly rewriting itself, adapting through these cycles of growth and decay, somehow both chaotic and perfectly orderly at the exact same time. It all comes together in what the source calls a biomechanical dream. This incredible place where the organic and the synthetic, the earthy and the electric all just merge into one single pulsing system of life.
So, what's the big takeaway here? I mean, what does this ancient hidden network really have to teach us about our own lives and our own world?
Well, when you boil it all down, mycelium offers us this incredibly powerful model for a different way of being. In a human world that so often feels broken and fragmented, this network is just this beautiful testament to the power of unity, cooperation, and having a shared purpose. The lessons here are pretty profound. We learn that intelligence doesn't have to be stuck in a single brain. It can be collective. We learn that real strength, true resilience, comes from connection and cooperation, just like the forest sharing its resources. And maybe, just maybe, the biggest lesson of all is that we aren't separate from nature. We're just another node in this same vast, interconnected system. So I guess I'll just leave you with this thought. As we're all searching for more connection in our own lives, the real question is, what can we learn from this silent, intelligent web that has been masterfully binding life together for millions of years, right here, right beneath our feet?